Welcome back to Hot Rod Guy Garage. A lot of you probably wonder what's going on with all the other projects. So stick around with me through the intro and we'll get into that. So, what's going on with all the other projects? The SVO, the green Torino, the red Torino. Why haven't I posted any videos on them in the past couple of weeks? Well, I wondered that myself. But, let me update y'all. So, the SVO, I've been driving it. It needs a cylinder head, at least needs a valve job. I do have another motor over here, and I'll show y'all that right now. That I brought from my parents' house that I've had for a long time. Come out of the SVO Metro, which was later my rear-wheel drive Turbo LS Metro. So let me flip it around and we'll talk a little bit more. So I had this brought over here because I was going to pull this cylinder head off, send it to the machine shop, get a valve job done, maybe a little bowl port work cleanup for the SVO. This head has a Ranger roller camshaft and a set of aftermarket valve springs and stuff in it. I just wanted to get it freshened up, and I haven't had a chance to pull it apart because of this. But today, this is coming off here. So that's the SVO update. And I wanted to put a bigger turbo on it and put a header on it at the same time I put that head on it. Just because it was going to be easier. Just haven't got that far. Yeah, we're going on 3 weeks now and I've not done it. So what about the other projects? Well, Barney, the little 96 Metro, the transmission's throwing slippage codes. And I've almost got everything to manual transmission swap it. But I don't have the jack shaft. 4-cylinder uses a jack shaft on the passenger side axle, and I don't have one. But other than that, I literally have everything to manual transmission swap it. So, one of you may ask, why don't you just find the jack shaft? Well, I've been trying to buy a complete car from Flatbroke Garage buddy Steve at the junkyard, and I just haven't got that to happen yet. So there's the update on there. Well, what about the green Torino? Well, it's been sitting. I drove it last Saturday over here at the shop, cleaned it up a little bit, and put the car cover back on it and parked it in the backyard. Really don't need nothing, just somebody to drive it. I just don't have the heart in it anymore. So that brings us to the red Torino. So why haven't I made a video on the Turbo 306-cylinder update? Well, my transmission cord was junk, and I've been trying to get a transmission cord for multiple weeks now, and no luck. And the cylinder head's still at the machine shop, so that's on permapause. So that's the way this stuff kind of happens. Unfortunately, I can't control what other people do or what I can find to buy. One car I haven't mentioned is Project Freetro. Where am I at with that? Well, the motor's still at the machine shop. I kind of put it on a pause for the little red convertible cylinder head. I put it on pause again for this 306-cylinder cylinder head. And yeah. So my backup plan was I'm going to pull the G16 out of the Vitara and swap it into Project Freetro. But guess what? I got to have a second 4-cylinder jack shaft for a manual transmission, and a second motor mount and a second set of transmission mounts, which I don't have. So until I can get that parts car bought, I won't have 2 of those things until then. So I guess on this video, we're just going to see what we get into and see where we go from here. But I'm working on the Mustang a little bit this morning, trying to get some seatbelt bolts and stuff in it. I put a short out on that. Real good tip for anybody that just has a hole shoved through a floor and a bolt and a nut and a washer. So I guess here in a few minutes we'll pull this cylinder head off this 2.3. We'll see what it looks like after it's set for, I don't know, 7 or 8 years now and been through a tornado. So hopefully it's still good. Well, so far everything still looks pretty good in here. So still got to take the thermostat housing off. This belt tensioner is pretty rusty. But looking down in the ports, there's no rust in there, so that's always positive, especially when something says as long as this did. And we definitely want to keep this Ranger valve cover gasket, because these are about the only ones that won't leak. And I'm going to clean that valve cover up too. So at this point, we're just a few more things away. Just a couple more bolts and some head bolts. We take this off and sit over on the table when I clean it off. Well, finally got the head off. It still looks pretty decent. Got the cam and stuff out of it. It appeared it had a blown head gasket, but one that was at least lifted a little bit in that one spot. Because when I pulled the head off, I seen a little rust in the rear cylinder right there, consistent with the port right there. But the bore still looks pretty good. And I sprayed down some penetrating oil and covered it back up. Because eventually I'll freshen this motor up, and that's what'll go in the SVO. But for now, I won't have that head of valve job stuff done, have it surfaced. Maybe it'll clean up work in the bowls. And I'm going to swap that head and cam onto the SVO. And hopefully by that time I'll have me another turbo, just to build another downpipe. And we'll do some mods to it. But let's see what else we can get into today and go from there. Well, thanks to my buddy Kenny, I've now got another C6 core. So hopefully this one's good and it's buildable. So that's another positive thing that's happened this weekend so far. And I'm back here at the garage at the house. No cylinder head update yet, but there's always tomorrow. It's supposed to be finished last weekend. Got told it'd be finished this weekend, so hopefully it is. But I've been just hanging out down here in the garage, and I want to show you something cool that came in a magazine that I get once a month from Haggerty as part of the tow portion of my insurance. So, got home, this was sitting, it come in the mail, and opened it up. I usually don't even open these, but check it out. I actually got a Geo in here. Little salt flat car, land speed car. Got a little turbo snowmobile motor in it. So pretty cool, And if you get this magazine, it's on page 117. Not a whole lot of other cool stuff in here. Most of it's just modern stuff in this episode or I say episode, but in this issue, like that. Usually it's cool stuff, kind of like that Mercedes, new Mustang. That's not really all that cool. A little nice, pretty cool. But there just wasn't a whole lot in here that interested me. Seen some cool stuff, and then I flipped this page. It was stuck together literally here, because I was eyeballing that. And flip page, and there it was. So pretty cool. So I realized I hadn't shown everything in here, but Barney's still here. You know, SVO's still here. Green car. Project Phoenix is back there. And poor old Project Fretro is sitting out here in the backyard. But the positive stuff, the Rocket City Metro meet that I took Fretro to last year has been posted, and it's less than a month away. A little over a month, but not far away. So that means I probably need to get busy on getting Fretro back running. Because it only seems right to take Fretro back. We'll have to see what happens. The old 300 here is starting to collect a little dust. Don't really make me too awful happy. And the 70s turned into more of a shelf and a part storage unit. Probably should throw all this bad C6 core in the scrap. But we got quite the little coating of dust going on here. And still got a trunk full of parts. So guys, hopefully that kind of lets you know what's been going on in the background. Not a whole lot because waiting on a bunch of stuff. But hopefully I'm going to probably go to the shop in the morning and tear that C6 core down. And hopefully we get us a good core. Which means at least if I don't have my cylinder head for the 300, I'll at least have transmission built. And I'll be almost ready to go back in the car. Which is awesome. So, until next time, guys, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button to help the channel to grow. And watch a few videos, because it does help out. I'll see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.